Welcome to our Celtic Scandinavian Adventure 2025. Amanda and I and Sea Dog Meg left Carnarvon on the 23rd of April and sailed down across the Irish Sea to Ireland, stopping off at Kilmore Quay and then continuing to Cork, where we enjoyed the city for a few days. But we really wanted to get to the Ballydehob Jazz Festival, where we were for 3 days, and then the Baltimore's Fiddlers Festival for the weekend, before going on to Kinsale and its fine food and bakeries. We then went to the Scilly Isles and the Folk Festival, before continuing on to Plymouth, where Manda left the boat with Sea Dog Meg to Manchester. I continued on down the English Channel, stopping off at Swanage Bay before being blown down to Brighton and finally to Dover, where Manda rejoined me for the crossing across to Newport in Belgium. Up the Belgium coast to somewhere in Holland we still don't know how to pronounce, before finally going on to Amsterdam and the inland seas of Horn, and then through the Dutch canals to the outer Frisian Islands, where we went around to Cuxhaven in Germany, where we left the boat for a few days and enjoyed Hamburg, before returning for the Kiel canal and through to South Danish Islands, where we enjoyed many anchorages, before continuing on round to Copenhagen, where we loved the city, and we went on up to Sweden, up the Swedish coast of Varberg and its first saunas, and up the coast, enjoying the anchorages before going on across the Skarvig Sea to Risør, a beautiful Norwegian harbour, before we continued up the coast through fjords, kayaking, islands, anchorages, through the Skerries, all the way up to Stavanger, where we rested for a few days, waiting for a weather window before our final long voyage, 280 miles across the North Sea, to finally arrive in Peterhead, where we left the boat for a few days. We then carried on round Whitehills, Lossiemouth, up the Firth of Forth to Inverness, and finally through the Caledonian Canal, looking for Nessie, but we never saw her. We left the boat at Oban, then went to Tobermory, before continuing down the Sound of Jura to Gear, and finally across to Ballycastle to sit out Storm Amy. Andrew then heroically sailed the boat back to the Isle of Man and then on to Liverpool to close the loop and complete our 3,000-mile adventure.